we're gonna go ahead, as we've been doing, arms coming up and down, getting in that shoulder mobility, trying to get that full range of motion. And then let's go ahead and swing it left to right. Maybe you get that little step in, squeeze those shoulder blades back as those arms are open nice and wide. And of course, making sure you guys have plenty of water to keep you hydrated today. We are gonna go ahead and stop our feet outside of those hips. And then let's keep those legs nice and straight, bend it over. Feel that pull in the back of your legs, stretching out your hamstrings. We are gonna go ahead and bend those legs down into that nice deep squat. Hands are up. Use those elbows to push those knees out and open up your hips. And then we will go ahead, bring our arms overhead, stand it on up and repeat, bend it over, touch our toes. Go ahead, bring it down nice and low, hands up, push the knees out. We got our arms overhead. One more time, we're gonna bend it over. Final time, stretching out these hamstrings. And let's go ahead, bring it down, nice deep squat, hands up. This time we're gonna twist that right hand up to the sky, looking up at those right fingers. And then we're gonna bring it back down, switch sides, left hand up, look up at those fingers. Go ahead, bring it back down, stretch out those hips, open them up, arms overhead. Let's stand it back up. Next, we're gonna place our hands on the ground, step it back into that high plank, lower those hips straight to the ground into that cobra position. We'll raise those hips up to that high plank, step that right foot forward into that hip flexor, and then go ahead and switch. Step that left foot forward, and then we'll go ahead, bring it back, high plank, lower the hips down, and then we will go ahead, raise it on up, step that left foot forward. If you're not loose enough, go ahead, drop that left knee down. You'll still stretch out the hip flexor. Then you can raise it on up, and then we're gonna bring that left foot forward. And again, if you need that less intense stretch, drop that right knee down. Let's bring that left foot back, hips down, last time. Nice big stretch, nice big inhale through the nose. And then let's go ahead, raise it up, right foot forward. And then the left. Let's go ahead and bring it back up to our standing position so I can demo our 2 exercises. We have 3 circuits, 2 exercises per circuit. So our first exercise, like I said, we're gonna do some balancing. So if you're by a wall, this would be a perfect time to go move there or to grab a chair. We are going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift. So that standing leg is gonna be nice and flat, slight bend in that leg. You're gonna hinge your hips, coming down till your hand is about mid-shin. You're gonna row that opposite hand up, bring it down, stand it on up, bring that other leg up to a balance and raise that arm overhead. If you have a weight, you're just gonna hold it in that opposite hand. Like I said, bring it down to that deadlift, row it up, then you're gonna stand on up, bringing that opposite knee to that waist level, bringing that hand over your shoulder, coming up to an overhead press. So you're gonna do a deadlift to a row, up to a balance, to an overhead press. I know that seems like a lot, but we're gonna work it nice and slow. So don't worry, our first round is 55 seconds. That way you can get a hang of it. And then we'll go ahead and we'll switch sides for that third round. Then our second exercise, we're gonna do a side lying single arm push-up. So we're gonna lay on our side. You're gonna take that hand that's on the floor, place it on that opposite shoulder. Your top hand's gonna come down and you're just going to press up like you would with a push-up and then slowly in control, bring it back down. I want you to make sure you're using just this one arm to help you up. Don't use that bottom arm to help you up. Keep it off the ground. So just the palm that's facing down, that's what's pressing up, and then bringing it down. So if it feels too easy, you're probably not putting enough weight onto that hand that's pressing up. But we are going to go ahead and get started with our single leg deadlift. If you are by a wall, you're just going to use that hand to help you come down, then up, and then press it over. If you do not have a wall, you can just use that back foot, stay on the toe to come down if you don't feel comfortable enough just balancing on that one foot. So go ahead, pick that weight up in whichever hand, and then that opposite foot is going to be the one that is flat. You're going to have a slight bend in that knee. We're going to bring it down. We're going to row it, bring it up, press it overhead. So let's go ahead and get started. We have one set, 55 seconds of work, and then we will switch it. So 3, 2, 1, let's hinge it over. Down mid shin, you're going to row it up, stand on up, bring that knee up to waist level, press that arm overhead. Then you're just going to come back down and repeat that. Row it one up. If you're balancing, you can put that other arm out to try to help your balance. This is a long set, so this is perfect time for you to get comfortable with this full movement. We have just over 15 seconds. Make sure you move nice and slow, quality over quantity. Go ahead and rest. And we are going to go ahead and switch sides. So bring that weight into that opposite hand. Whichever hand you're holding in, that opposite foot is what you're standing on. Same thing, hinge it over, row it up, bring it over, press it up. We got 3, 2, 1, bring it down, row it, come on up waist level, press it overhead. And again, if you don't feel comfortable fully balancing, you don't have a wall, you can use that other leg, stand on that tippy toe, kind of like a kickstand to help make that balance a little bit easier. We have 10 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go ahead, bring it down to the floor. You're going to lay on one side. You can either keep the legs or bent. It doesn't really matter. That bottom arm, hand is on that opposite shoulder. Make sure that elbow's off the ground. And then that top hand, you're going to place it next to your chest. Elbows pointed in towards your armpit. Shift it over, press it up. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Press it on up. Do not let that bottom elbow touch the floor. Shift all that weight into that top arm. Again, if it feels too easy, you're probably not shifting enough weight in. We have 20 seconds. Should really start to feel it in those triceps, back of your arm. We got 5 more seconds. Last rep, press it up, and then go ahead and rest. Let's switch sides. Laying it down. Again, bottom arm on that opposite shoulder, or top hand. You're going to place it on the floor, palm down, next to your chest, and then you're going to rotate it just a little bit so that your fingers are pointing in towards your armpit. Let's press it up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Don't let that bottom elbow touch the ground. Focus all that energy and weight into that top arm. We have 20 more seconds. Five or 10 more. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go ahead and rest. We're going to stand it back up. We're coming into our deadlift. We have 2 sets this time, 35 seconds of work. Again, whichever hand that weight is in, that opposite foot, you're going to hinge it over, row it up, bring that arm over your shoulder, knee to that waist, press it overhead. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it down mid-shin. That's when you row it up. Bring that arm over shoulder. As you bring that knee up to waist level, then press it over. Use that wall as generously as you need to if you have one, or even a chair. If you don't, feel free to do that staggered leg position with it on the toe. 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. We're going to switch sides. 35 seconds. We're going to bring it down in 3, 2, 1. Back down. Row up that other arm. Stand on up, arm over the shoulder, straight into that overhead press. Ten seconds, and then we're back down to our push-ups. Let's go ahead and rest. Bring it down to the floor, into our push-ups. Whichever arm you started on, pick that same side. Bring it down. We got 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Shift that weight into that top arm. Make sure the hand is turned. We only have 35 seconds. So can you move just a little bit faster than that first round? Just over 10 seconds. Try to keep that elbow off the ground. Go ahead and rest. Switch sides. Quick 15 seconds to change. Bring it to that opposite shoulder. Hand down, turn it in towards the elbow. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Slowly and in control, bring it down. Make sure you're dropping down nice and softly onto the floor. We have 3 seconds. Last rep. Press it up. Go ahead and rest. And we have 60 seconds to catch our breath. while I go ahead and demo our next 2 sets. Again, still working with that balance. If you have a lighter weight than one you're using, if you're using a weight, this is the good time to grab it with the lighter weight if you have one, or you can use the same one, just depends how heavy it is. We're gonna come back into a reverse lunge, and whichever leg is out in front, that's the side you're gonna twist to with that weight. Then you're gonna bring it back up to that balance and then turn over again, whichever leg is leading. So you're bringing it back, twisting, coming up to that balance, and then twisting one more time. If your balance is off, you can come back into that reverse twist, come up to that balance, drop the leg down, and then twist it over. And then you'll bring it back down again and do the same thing. Then our second exercise, we have a lateral lunge to a balanced svend press. So standing with your feet together, you'll take one side out, come down to that lunge, bring it back up to that balance, press those arms forward. So side view, come down to that lunge, keep that knee behind the toe, bring it up to that balance, have that balance first, then press it forward, and then you're coming back down, back up, press it forward. 2 exercises. We're gonna go ahead and start with reverse lunge twist, up to that balance, twist one more time. So 2 twists with this reverse lunge. We have 55 seconds. Let's go ahead, we'll step that left leg back in. 3, 2, 1, left leg back, twist to the right. Bring that left leg up, twist to the left. Back to that reverse lunge, twist to the right, up in that high knee, twist to the left. Again, today is a very slow paced class. It's all about quality. So make sure you have that balance before you twist in either direction. We have 20 more seconds. And again, if you don't have that balance, just bring it up to that high knee, drop it down, and then twist it over. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. Shake out that right leg if you need to. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing, this time stepping that right foot back. So when we step it back, we'll twist to the left first. Then when we come up, we will twist to the right. We have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg back, twist to the left. Bring that right knee up, twist it to the right. Make sure you have that balance before you twist in either direction. We have 25 seconds. Have that balance, move nice and slow. We just have over 10 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. 2 sets now. Well, 1 each, I guess. Coming into that lateral lunge. Balance, and then you're just pressing those arms straight in front of that chest. If you don't have that balance, come up to that balance, drop it down, then press it forward. We're gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, step that right foot out, bring it up, press the arms forward. Or if you started on that left leg, that's totally fine. Just stick with the same leg, bring it down, up to that balance, press those arms forward. Even if you don't have a weight, I want you to do it. If you don't have that balance, you can bring it up, then drop it, press it forward. "15 seconds. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. One more long set. And then we just have one set of those 35 seconds after this. This time, switching legs. So if you stuck with me, you're gonna bring that left leg out, up to that balance. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Come on up. Have that balance first, then press it forward. We have 20 seconds remaining. Make sure you keep those shoulder blades back, especially if you have that weight in your hands. You just have 10 more seconds. Find that balance. With 3, 2, 1, let's go ahead and rest. Whew. One set, 35 seconds, 15 seconds of rest on each leg. We are going to start with that reverse lunge. Stepping that left leg back, bringing it up, and then twisting. Remember, you're twisting in whatever direction that front leg is. In 3, 2, 1, left leg back, twist to the right, left leg up, twist to the left, back to the right, up to the left. Again, making sure you have that balance. Keep that core nice and tight. You just have 5 seconds. Last one we're doing on this leg. In 2, 1, go ahead, shake that right leg off if you need to. We're gonna step back with that right leg now. Left leg, stand still. We're gonna twist it to the left first. In 3, 2, 1, right leg back, twist to the left. Right leg up, twist to the right. We just have 10 seconds. This is the last time we're doing this exercise. 2, 1, let's rest. And we are going to come into our lateral lunge. We are starting with that right leg out to the side. In 3, 2, 1, bring it to the right. Bring that knee up, press it forward. Have that balance before you press those arms out. "15 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Shake the legs out. And this time we're going to step to the left. Bring it up. Press it out. In 3, 2, 1. Bring that left leg out. Bring it up. Press it out. Try to keep that balance. Maintain it before you move on to that next step, which is that press out. Just over 10 seconds to go. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Whew. 60 seconds. And now we are already down to our last circuit, which is core. We have a side plank on our elbows. So elbow underneath that shoulder, extend those legs out, keep that top hand on your hip. We're gonna raise it up into that side plank, and we're just gonna kick that right leg up for a nice leg lift. We'll do it on that side, and then we'll switch. And then our last exercise, will only be all together. It won't be just one side. We are gonna do a knee hang sit up. So legs are bent, feet in the air, hands over our chest. We are going to keep our chin off our chest, bring our back completely off the ground. Do not let your feet touch. And then from here, you're gonna do a Russian twist, one on each side, back down, raise it back up. Again, make sure you have this balance in this V-sit. Don't let the feet touch. And then one Russian twist. So if you have a weight, you can keep it in your hands, bring it on up, find your balance, and then twist. So those are our 2 exercises. We are going to start with our side plank. So go ahead and bring it down onto one side, whichever one you want to start on. Elbow underneath that shoulder, legs extended. We're gonna raise it up and then kick that leg up. If you need to, you can modify it by bending that bottom leg. You'll come up on the knee, and then you will still kick that top leg nice and straight, just up in the air. We're gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, come on up. Kick that top leg in the air. Keep that hip up. Top hand on the top hip. We have 30 seconds. And if you're in that modified version, that bottom leg is bent, you're up and you're kicking. We just have 20 more seconds, and then we're switching sides. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hip down. Whew. Shake out that shoulder if you need to. And then let's swing it around, or you can just roll over. And we are coming to that opposite side. Make sure elbow, shoulder, nice straight line. Legs are extended, hips up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it up. And again, if you're in that modified, that bottom leg is bent, you're coming up onto the knee, and then you're still gonna kick that top leg up. Get a little bit of that extra glute work in as we work our core. Make sure you keep your chest nice and upright. Don't let that shoulder fall forward. Keep them stacked right on top of each other. We just have 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. Whew, we're gonna turn it onto our backs. If you have a weight, this is your time to grab it. Legs bent, feet in the air, chin off the chest. We're bringing that back off the ground. Then one Russian twist. We are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Bring it up. One Russian twist. Hands are coming outside of the hips. If you want that modified version, then you can keep your feet on the ground, do a normal sit-up, and then do a Russian twist with the feet on the floor. Either way works. You will still be working same core muscles. 15 seconds. Don't let that momentum help you up. Engage your core. Keep your chin off your chest. We got 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go ahead and rest. We have one more set of these. 55 seconds again. So stay on your back. We're going to kick our feet up. Backs off the ground in 10 seconds. Hands over our chest. We are up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Twist it once. Then back down. Again, find that balance in that V-sit first. And then twist. We have 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. We're going to come into our side planks. Only one set, 35 seconds, nice and short. So try to kick that leg up just a few more times. Faster if you can. We got 10 seconds. Elbow should be right underneath that shoulder, hips up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Kick that leg up. Last time on the side. It's just 35 seconds. And if you need to modify it, just bend that bottom leg, come up on your knees, and kick that leg up. Ten seconds. Come on. 5 more. 3, 2, 1. We can rest and we can switch sides. Coming down. Elbow under that shoulder, legs extended, hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Kick it on up. Again, that modified version, just the bottom leg is bent, top leg is still straight so that you can kick it up and work those glutes. Just 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, drop it down, turn it onto your backs, feet in the air. 2 sets of this sit up with the Russian twist in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, find that balance, and then twist. 1 on each side. Keep that chin off your chest. And as you sit up, back should be nice and straight, shoulder blades back. Try to keep those feet hovering off the ground. Unless you're doing that modified version, then you can keep those feet on the floor. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. We have one final set, just 35 seconds. Whew, and then this is it. Feet in the air. Let's sit it up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, twist. Try not to let the feet touch the floor. Find that balance. This is it, our final 15 seconds. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest and grab some water because we are done with our workout. Whew. And then we will go ahead and start standing for our cool down. We're gonna go ahead, bend it down for a nice big inhale, arms up as we come into a back bend, arching that back, stretching out our core. We'll bring it back up, nice and center. Go ahead, take a nice big inhale, nice and tall. Exhale that left arm down, rotate it over to the left. And then let's inhale it up, nice and tall. Exhale, right arm down, bend it to the right. And then we will go ahead, inhale it up and fold it forward. Try to touch the ground. If you can't, you can bend the knees so that you can. We will bring our hands behind our back, interlock those fingers, and we will raise them up. And then go ahead and drop it down. Hands to the floor as we roll it up, nice and slowly. We'll come into a quick quad stretch if we run out of time because I have just less than a minute left. Make sure you cool down properly, a couple more stretches. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Let's go ahead, switch legs. Hope you guys enjoyed today's class. Thank you for joining me in my first strength circuit of the
Thanks, Paulina. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks.
Thank you.
Right, I think. Yes, Isaac, Jonathan, John, Alex. We'll go ahead and bring it down, kick that right foot up, come into a calf stretch, fold it over.